What's going on? It's Cop Pizzle. I never say this to you guys ever, but I'm going to say it now. I never ask you guys to share any of my content. If people find my content, if they enjoy my content, if they subscribe, that's completely up to them. I'll never ask anybody to do that, but I'm asking you guys, if this video touches you or you enjoy it, please share this video with those that you need to share the video with, because I don't feel like I can this to me is the most important video that I could ever make right now. So since week 3 of this past season, many people, many content creators have been calling for the New York Giants to replace Daniel Jones. In fact, this offseason, every content creator that you can possibly think of here on YouTube has suggested that the Giants could possibly replace Daniel Jones. There's only one content creator that did not believe any of that, that still stood his ground on how he felt about what the Giants were going to do with Daniel Jones and keeping him and moving forward with him. And you're looking at him. Which means that all of these content creators owe us some crow. We know that won't happen, but it's my turn to talk. You know, I mentioned the Bronx Tale the other night, right? You can't leave, right? And there's another great scene in that movie where they're throwing dice, and he says, I don't like the way he looks. Put him in the bathroom. And that's where we are right now with a lot of these content creators. It's time for them to go to the bathroom, and time for the longest running reigning New York Giants channel in the game to say what needs to be said. I'm going to talk to you guys like a human first before I talk to you like trash. Here's the human part. The New York Giants, whether you like it or not, signed Daniel Jones to a 4-year deal worth $40 million per. 4 years. That's like going to college. Freshman, sophomore, junior, senior. I mean, that's a little bit of time in your life. That's a little period of time. It's a 4-year deal. That's a commitment. Now, I know some of you guys out there cheat on your girlfriends. Maybe you cheat on your wife. Maybe you'd like to do that, but the opportunity never presents itself. But a commitment means something to some people. It's a deal between two people, or maybe a party of people. People shook hands. People put pen to paper. That matters. That fucking matters. The idea that any of you guys, and a lot of you guys like to bring up the fact of, oh, well, there's an out after 2. There's an out after 2. You guys really think that Joe Shane slid the contract in front of Daniel, and Daniel signed it? Daniel walked out of the room, and Joe said, we can get out after 2. You really think that? You think that that was the mindset that he had? Because if that's the mindset you think he had, he would have never signed the motherfucker to 4 years, $40 million per. You don't just hand out that kind of cash for no reason. In addition to that, I'll be honest with you guys. I'm going to sound like Mark Holmes here for a second, but I'm at the point in my life where really I shouldn't like the Giants or be this invested in the Giants like I am. I really shouldn't. You know, I'm pushing 40. I got a couple kids. I got a marriage. I got a lot of great things going on in my life. And I shouldn't be so focused on the Giants, honestly. But I made a commitment to myself as a young man, and I owe it to my younger self to maintain this love that I have for the Giants. but I know this team. I've always known this team. There's one thing that that's always been in my life. It's been the New York Football Giants. I have a pulse on this motherfucking team. I may not have my life together, but man, I know Giants football. And I am telling you right now that there is never in the history of this fucking franchise a quarterback that has the talents of Daniel fucking Jones. Now look, is Eli the GOAT? Absolutely. Okay? Absolutely. But Daniel Jones can make all the throws. Every one of them. We've never had a quarterback run like Daniel Jones. Don't give me that Fran Tarkenton bullshit. Okay, that's like telling me Babe Ruth can hang with fucking Shohei Ohtani. Stop it. Quit it. We've never had anybody run the way Daniel Jones has. Not to mention his size. Some of you guys, have you ever seen Daniel even in person? That's a big dude. That's a big motherfucker. Now, obviously, big dudes can get hurt. And that's been a huge problem for Daniel. He has to stay healthy. But a lot of that is because his teammates have failed him. He's been hit because he's carrying the fucking load. Like he did when he broke his neck against the Eagles, or got concussed against the Cowboys, or messed up his groin against the Seahawks. These are actions of him carrying the fucking team. And I sit here and I watch every minute, every second, every game, every month that they play. I watch all this shit, and I sit there and I commit myself to this, and I have got this YouTube channel for 18 years. And I say, wait a minute. What are you guys talking about? Daniel's the problem. He is the team. And then these national media fucks, they just they piggyback on because that's what you guys eat up. And you think, oh, well, the national media says he stinks. No, it's because they're selling you a product and you keep eating it up. Because you can't think for your fucking self. And that's why you got to go to the bathroom. That's why you got to be put in the damn bathroom. All these content creators told me and told you that the Giants will not leave this draft without drafting a quarterback. They went 7 rounds. They went 7 professional football rounds. And the New York Giants didn't touch one single quarterback. Not fucking one. Now, all of these content creators, or maybe you, this is the time when you need to sit down, shut up, go sit in the bathroom, and mind your damn business. Or, suck it up, eat some crow, and support this motherfucker. Pizzle, why do you got to use such harsh language? Because that's where we are. That's the stage that we're at right now. Because playing, you know, to sit here and listen to the disrespect that this man gets for having to carry the load from little know-it, people who think they're know-it-alls, who can't, you know, if they think they're so smart. You're not smart. You wasn't smart when you left high school. You're not smart today. It doesn't take an application to make a YouTube channel. It doesn't take an application to make a Twitter account. You aren't that smart. You didn't have to go through a process to get anything. Just because you have these things doesn't mean that your opinion is even correct or even smart. And yet guys like me, who have been continuously right, we get shit on because we're the minority opinion. Fuck that. Fuck that. I believe in this dude, and this organization believes in this dude. And for any of you guys to go out here and say, oh, well, this is Mara's doing, how dare you know, shut up. They made a commitment. 4 years means 4 years. And then, the question is who is the best receiver that we've ever given this man? And you all know that answer. And it ain't right. It ain't right. And this is where I want to go and end this. And this is what disturbs me. If you know anything about Giants football, you look at the history. We've never had the big dog in terms of quarterback. Phil Simms, Jeff Hostetler, Dave Brown, Danny Cannell, Kerry Collins. I mean, the closest thing we ever had to real quarterback royalty was Eli Manning, but he was still a little brother. But damn it, man, Daniel Jones belongs to us. He's a fucking giant. He was born to be the quarterback to the New York fucking football Giants. That's our guy. That is fucking our dude. Home fucking, like, we drafted this dude. We believed in him. When others didn't, we did. And you guys just turn your back on him? After how hard he's tried? Oh, it's not fair, Pizzle. It's not fair. He got beat up because this organization has been incompetent. What happened to the Giants' pride, man? What happened to fans rallying around their guy? Oh, because we're in this Pat Mahomes era and all this and that. Show me Pat Mahomes without Andy Reid. Show me Pat Mahomes without Travis Kelce. Let me see. Let me see that. Then come talk to me about Pat fucking Mahomes. I don't want to tell anybody how to be a Giants fan. I really don't. But I question if some of you even know what it means. We should be proud of Daniel. We should want to see him rise above. He should be like our Rocky. Beaten down by this national media, these idiots who all, if they were so smart, they'd have a job for a team. We going to sit here and pretend like they're out here declining jobs? This is why I stay on. This is why I continue to come back, because I think it's important to the next generation that they understand what it means to be a Giants fan, what it means to support the players. Some of you guys went out here and you look like fucking cheerleaders, cleat chasing after quarterbacks who didn't even play for your favorite team. They played for some college. All because you want to be in some popularity contest. Ooh, we got one of the top quarterbacks in the draft. Ooh, look at us, look at us. Shut up. It's not what it means to be a fucking Giants fan. It's pathetic. Anyways, integrity and your words on YouTube used to mean something. They don't mean anything anymore. Because honestly, if the Giants would have drafted a quarterback, I would have seen my way out. Because at this point, I would have said, well, I'm out of touch with reality. I'm completely out of touch. I don't know anything about, I don't know the Giants like I used to. But I clearly was right. And one of the only ones that were right. Daniel Jones is going to prove every single one of you wrong. I know he is. Because what pisses me off the most is you guys have tried to run a franchise quarterback out of this organization. You tried to do it with Eli. Some of you forgot that part. You tried to do it with Eli, and then Eli ended up giving you 2 rings. I hope Daniel can do the same. I hope some of you guys take the next few months to look yourself in the mirror and figure it out if being a Giants fan is really what you want to be. Be better. I'm really pulling for you to be better.